special shout out to executive producer Lisith Bandera for sponsoring this reaction. A longtime supporter and one of our most longtime executive producers, a special thanks again for sponsoring this reaction.
Hey yo, welcome back to another EP sponsored reaction. It's been a long time coming right here. This one is for Prodigal Son, Season 2, Episode number 8. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You already know what it is. Let's go.
Baby, when did we watch?
2001. No, 2001. 2021.
You are correct.
Yeah,
Good job.
2001.
So, I did go and rewatch season 2 just to make sure make sure I could help us navigate this because it's been 3 years.
It's been a long time.
Shout out to executive producer Lisith who did sponsor the entire series that is Prodigal Son, including this episode. Lisith comes through from the last episode to say, loved your reaction, guys. This episode was bonkers, and your reaction to the melted face was hilarious. Also, that final Ainsley reveal was my highlight of this episode. Both Malcolm and Ainsley delivered a great performance, and I love how ruthless and psychopathic Ainsley was during that scene. And if I was her, I would be grateful to Malcolm for not turning her in and cleaning up her mess. Also, love the new Oscar-winning addition, Dr. Vivian Capshaw.
Well, we're about to see her.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh, Zeta-Jones? Yeah, I forgot she was over.
To this brilliant cast, and I can't wait for you guys to get to know. She's one of my favorites. Also love the final scene cameo from Alan Cumming, and it's going to, the one that does the other show that we watch. He's the one that's investigating and found the body that they try to hide. And it's going to be an interesting blast for the Whitley siblings. I can't wait to see your reaction. Alright, let's get back into it to finish it up. Prodigal Son right now.
Ready.
Yeah.
I attract caring and positive people into my life.
All I see in his face now is his character from the trailer.
The host.
I'm telling you, these infirmary hours have been like a soothing, tingly balm on the psyche. You've said as much.
No, I didn't.
But one steps into a medical setting, one it all floods back like a Proustian memory. The alcohol, the iodine.
Stabbing in New York. Listen, honey, actually, we need to stabilize.
Blood.
Mr. David, another help here.
Looks like he may have nicked his brachial artery. Like help.
Shut up.
And if you can't stop the bleeding, you'll lose the arm.
Don't you think I know that? Damn it!
Let me help.
Hold him still. Get Whitley out of here now.
Did you take the scissors?
You gotta be quicker than that.
So your sister moves out and you want to celebrate over dinner?
As delightful the house guest Asbury was, she will be even more delightful.
Look at that snow,
in the
babe.
garden apartment of our Murray Hill building.
You know it's cold today.
Now, if we can have a conversation without speaking in code.
I just
Billy.
got a case, so...
Your sister has
Already RSVP'd, and I know things have been tense between you two.
Ainsley and I may have had it out, but it was constructive.
Please. No one does this murder stuff better than us.
I have no idea what that means.
But I will see you at 7.
I'll be there at 8.
Shooting was the cause of death. Hanging was accidental.
Vic got caught up as she fled.
Oh, damn.
Name's Holly Corso, age 35. She was the boat's chief steward.
Chief Stew runs the interior crew, the bosun runs the exterior crew. Head supervisor takes a lot of experience to earn that title.
And the passengers?
No, it's too early for charter season. They just made it to Atlantic Crossing, stopped for repairs, got caught up with the weather.
Crew was out bar hopping, found Holly when they rolled back in about 4 this morning.
Holly's face was made up for a night out, but she stayed in.
Yeah, the crew said she changed her mind last minute.
Which means she was contacted by someone she knows. This murder was personal.
It looked like she was trying to run away and got caught up in the flags.
That was a tidbit louder than I expected. Sorry to interrupt. No, do go on. Actually, don't bother. This murder wasn't personal. And who the hell are you?
Simon Hawksley.
Europol. Just
Europol.
With your commissioner's permission, of course.
You're that guy, the mine sleuth.
Detective Tom Hill. I hear you're quite the workhorse over at Major Crimes. And if you've read my book, quite the brains as well.
Can't argue with you there.
Detective
Can't
Powell.
argue with you there.
Young, accomplished, enchanté.
No.
He's like, I love you.
Gil
Or
Arroyo,
rejecting
the
that.
man who took down the Surge. And then took in his son, Malcolm Bright, as a protege. Apologies
No,
for
the
stepping on
prodigal
your toes.
Yeah, right.
Being the surgeon's son, you're inclined to see murder as personal because for you, it always is.
All right then. What do you see?
Our killer met Miss Corso on the top deck and shot her twice. Simple, precise. The victim is left hanging, which shows the killer's indifference. You failed to see what is staring you in the face. A targeted assassination.
You don't have nearly enough information to call this a professional hit.
Don't I?
The only way you could come to that conclusion is if this murder wasn't the first of its kind. Is that why you're really here?
Are you trying to profile me? Aim a little lower, Whitley.
Do you have anything concrete to share? Because observer or not, this is my crime scene.
Overseas, I was investigating a courier chain that moves illicit goods all over the world. Drugs, guns, and perhaps a particularly gruesome dead body. As my investigation gained traction, someone started killing the links in the chain one by one, including Miss Corso.
You're saying our Vic smuggled a dead body?
Possibly. Although, as I said, I don't want to step on anyone's toes.
He can't even help himself to be so extra.
Smuggle the dead
But I
body.
will say,
Is that what you're
this
saying?
murder may relate to my investigation, which could be the crime of the century.
Oh, come on, you can't just throw that out there and not give us a little more.
All right, Miss Whitley.
And
I caught this particular snake by the tail near Lake Pipus in Estonia.
Like Pipus. Isn't that
And
where...
once I find the head of the snake, I will also find the person who killed this woman, who killed others like her, and who killed the American billionaire, Nicholas Endicott.
Do you have any suspects?
Wouldn't you like to know, bitch? Yeah. That's what wouldn't you like to know, bitch? I already think it's you. The sister of the surgeons. Son. Wouldn't y'all like to know?
How much trouble are we in? I mean, this guy is supposed to be like a modern Sherlock Holmes.
That's a little generous.
Then how did he figure out Endicott wasn't killed overseas? We said no more secrets.
Well, here's the thing.
I knew the body couldn't be found here. But I didn't exactly put it in a suitcase, get on a plane, and dump it in an Estonian lake all by myself.
So how'd you do it?
With Nicholas Endicott's help. Sophie Sanders told me how he covered up his crimes using a network of couriers. Most of them had no idea what they were moving or who they were working for. The number was right there on his phone.
So you used Endicott's own courier network to dump his body.
Seems like the most elegant solution.
I mean, that was pretty smart.
It was actually really
Except
smart.
everyone who transported the body is
He's
dead.
dead now. Which is actually great.
and a pothole and water and... Hey, is the victim?
The dead man? Yes. Good catch.
The victim is Brian Tamashiro. He worked as a delivery driver, but he also did packing and shrink wrapping.
No, it's that person.
Endicott's body never showed much evidence of freezer burn, so the shrink wrapping and flash freezing were likely done here.
Never buying frozen fish again?
Vic was shot twice, and as a bonus, the killer took his thumb.
Initial blood spatter is contained,
That was
and
new,
Brian
though.
was here after
Good
the
thumb.
shift finished, which means he stayed late to meet someone. I believe the victim knew his attacker. Now, the missing thumb.
The killer took the thumb because he needed it. I'll wager we haven't recovered a phone yet.
I was going to say the same thing.
This motherfucker's good, bro. He's just good, bro.
It'll be an older model with a print scanner instead of facial recognition. Otherwise, the killer would have taken the whole head.
The whole
Yes.
head.
Yes, we're lucky that that's not the case.
The killer will use the phone to locate the next link in the chain.
Maybe we can get there first. Save whoever it is.
I was going to say the same thing.
Look at that. You guys agreeing on something?
When a crime scene is this obvious, so are the conclusions.
This
Or
obvious.
perhaps the scene is obvious because it was designed to be.
Why would they kill that guy, though? Because he handled the packages, I guess?
I guess he was the one that zip locked it.
But who want everybody to die? They
I
kill
don't know,
everybody.
I don't know, baby.
Yeah, it's just instantly ass.
No, Instant can't possibly be killing all these people. Or is she gonna be...
Oh, that's true. Because she wouldn't
Nice
know all the
work,
intricate
yes.
things that's
Thank
going on.
What is it?
You took my scissors.
The patient from earlier, he had a bleed in his oblivion. He died 10 minutes after he got to the trauma center.
Damn. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. The surgeon?
A surgeon. I once was a doctor like you.
Yeah. With a complete lack of regard for human life.
Not complete. I've gotten that call. It hurts. You don't believe me?
You killed 23 people.
Never on my operating table. Church and state, Dr. Capshaw.
Oh my god.
Never mixed
So
business
crazy,
and
though.
pleasure.
Separation.
How could you separate the two?
Perhaps that was my particular brand of madness. I'm here after all. As are you.
It's a job.
You're better. Do on.
Lure me in. Manipulate me.
Get a nice
It's
person.
not happening, Willie. I'm in charge. Do you understand each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe we do.
Okay.
But see, that's the thing.
The blood drain's clogged. Wipe up the floor and you can go.
It would be my pleasure.
Good Lord, that is excellent.
I've
American
dealt with
women
people
make
like
better
you
cocktails,
already.
and I'll
So-
fight anyone who disagrees.
You just a little,
Just
take a little longer
time,
to
maybe. I'm
deal
not
with,
gonna
but
argue with an agenda.
everybody got their flaws, and I
Another
was
great American quality, getting down to brass tacks.
Well, I know you think Nicholas was killed in New York, and I was one of the last people to see him alive, so your curiosity is understandable.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Sadly, I can't offer any insight on Nicholas's death.
Now, how did a clever woman like you get entangled with so many homicidal men?
So we're already down that road, are we?
You must be furious when your latest paramour turned out to be a murderous thug. Jessica Whitley played for a fool yet again.
So, I killed Nicholas. Perhaps I did it after his thug stabbed Gil in the gut and I sat by my dying friend in the hospital. Or maybe during Gil's surgery. machine and lured Nicholas back to my lair and killed him. Right here. But most likely, Detectives Powell, Tarmel, and I stayed by Gil's side as he clung to life. Is that alibi sufficient for you? I cannot believe I made you lie to me.
But I'm very honored to have been invited to your home. It's quite perfect.
Yes, it is.
Which is why it's puzzling you would even suggest that Nicholas Endicott was killed here. Oh, I never would have imagined that this very room might be the scene of the crime. His throat was slit, you know. Bloody business.
People always say too much shit, man.
But now I'm noticing this brand new rug.
Especially if you had something to do
less
with it.
sun-drenched than its counterpart.
I've had some terrifying men in my day. So if you're trying to scare me, you're gonna have to do better than this. Now, I hope you enjoy your stay in New York.
I intended to be a short trip.
All I see him though right now is from the trailer, right? Like it's this is guy. Or all of his fancy outfits.
Family meeting. Now.
That was a bitch. Walk away.
You should have called me the second he showed up.
Because that wouldn't have seemed suspicious. She has a point.
You have no idea what I've been doing to keep this family safe.
No, we don't. Because you do not let us in.
Don't tell
Like to
anybody
know
nothing.
how I've been dishonest with my team? Or maybe you'd like to know about the thumb in my freezer.
Wait, what? I do not want to know that.
Just letting you in.
Okay, well, I for one think we've done a pretty good job in regards to the smarter.
How about plausible
Listening
not
to
doing?
yourself? Oh, come on, you know what I mean.
Do you even see what you are doing to him? What you have done to all of us by killing Nicholas?
I was trying to save us.
Stop. Stop. If we have any hope of getting out of this, we need to stick together. From here on out, nobody talks to Simon Huxley. He has our whole family in his crosshairs, and we will sink or swim together. Got it?
Got it. The problem is, there's one more member of the Whitley family.
Daddy. Damn, he came here super fast.
Hands and
How
knees.
far the surgeon has fallen. Mr. Spock.
He coming to check everybody.
Well, this is a real dump. Another interview request. You just can't take no for an answer.
Official business this time. As an agent of Europol, not the New York Times best-selling author.
What did you call yourself again? The brain puzzler?
Mind sleuth. I'm sorry you weren't
Mind
featured in
sleuth.
the book. My editor told me to trim the fat. The critics loved it there. It was even made into a movie.
A TV movie.
You saw it then? I'm glad they're keeping you entertained in
A
there.
TV
Sounds
movie.
entertaining.
You'll certainly be featured in my next book. I'm still working on the title. Sins of the Father is a little too on the nose. There's just no snappy way of saying the Whitley family murdered Nicholas Endicott.
Family that slays together stays together.
See, you're still using humor to deflect your fear.
Oh, you.
Fuck you.
The brain fart.
You're afraid for your family. After all, you molded them. You turned them all into...
What the hell is it?
Dr. Capshaw. Meet the mind putzer.
Simon Huxley. Enchanté. My. A beautiful doctor in this cesspool with the surgeon.
He needs to finish his work.
2 minutes, please. Or do I have to call your administrator? Say you're being a problem?
What is Captain Zia Jones gonna do on the show?
Rude.
I mean,
Your family
What is the
could
point?
possibly pull off killing Nicholas Endicott without your help. They don't have your killer instinct.
You should see my ex at a charity auction.
Enough jokes. did you tell them? How to clean up crime scene? How to dismember a body for transport? What's that? Do I detect a little glimmer of paternal pride?
Take that.
Your
Take
son,
night.
Malcolm. He studied murder at your knees, and now he's passed his first real test by killing Nicholas Endicott. And Daddy's proud.
Just leave my son alone.
Your anger is an admission of his guilt. Tell me something. How will you feel when I lock him away?
This is right now.
When you see him like a useless husk of a man, just like his father. Just.
Whitley, your shift is over. It's time to go.
You really shouldn't have interrupted me. I'm going to have to call you.
Already did. I told my administrators I was going to kick your ass out of here if you didn't like it. Fire me. They didn't fire me.
Stay away.
They didn't fire me.
My family.
I'm about to murder your ass right here. I'm already in for life, so it really don't matter to me. But if I can stop you from talking forever, we good.
And investigate.
We good. There's a timer right there, man.
Your contact.
It looks like an egg, but
somewhere.
it's an egg timer.
But I'll have to be fast.
People use it for
Did
boiling
you know
eggs timer.
you
But,
can't unlock a phone without a bioelectric current? Geolocation will pinpoint us in 60 seconds. So,
is the phone been in the rice?
got it.
Whitley, I know you're in there. Whitley!
Fancy yourself as a bit of a white knight, do you?
Grab my hand! How can I trust you? I know what you did.
Please. There's no other way.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. I mean, you could get back up from that, though, but you're still gonna die.
No, you're not gonna give it. That's like all your whole insides.
Yeah, I mean, she, like I said, she could get back up, but you're gonna die. Still. So, first of all, how did you know to come save me, is the question.
Didn't see you there.
It's okay. I know you had a long night. Turned out she was in pretty deep with Endicott.
Oh, yeah.
And we know how he used people. It's looking like she just had enough and killed him.
Well, yeah, that, man.
I tried to save her.
I know. You did good work here.
He had some help. I just gave my statement to Detectives Powell and Tarmel. Now I'm off for some rest, relaxation, and painkillers.
Thank you for your help.
You are always welcome here. Just call first.
Lieutenant Arroyo, I promise I will try.
Hey, Kill.
Glad you're here.
Brother.
I wanted to apologize. I got so defensive of my family.
No, stop. It's you who should have the apology.
threatening you with a paring knife was so dramatic. What was I thinking?
Those who mine darkness see shadows where there are none.
That's from Mind Sleuth. You have read my book.
And I'll read the next one.
That's kind. But there's nothing sexy about the silver medalist. You solved this one.
Not true. You were the one who tied Endicott to the courier network, followed the murder trail from Estonia to Manhattan. I was more of a supporting character. More Lestrade to your Sherlock.
Hey, no, I can't remember Estonia.
You found the head of the snake.
It's almost as if my investigation forced the head of the snake to come back and eat her own tail.
Sounds like a bestseller.
Maybe. But the press is so fickle. I haven't booked an appearance in years.
I might be able to help with that.
Tell me, what was it like to finally catch the woman that murdered Nicholas Endicott?
It felt like something we all needed. Closure. I go into more detail in my new book, The Ouroboros Murders, named after the ancient symbol of a snake eating its own tail.
The Ouroboros.
That's a brilliant title.
It really is.
It really is. Ouroboros.
I didn't know any better. I'd say you enjoyed that a little too much.
Of course I did. I got to put this Endicott mess behind us. In the primetime slot. To getting away with murder.
Oh. How about to keeping it in the family?
I'll drink to that.
It's a family.
Mr. David, I was dreaming about Versailles, so this had better... Dr. Capshaw.
I sent Mr. David to check on another patient. I assure you, we're very low.
What is she doing?
So I don't know what plans you had for my suture scissors, but I need them back.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Then you can't think very much of me.
You don't have the slightest clue what I think of you.
I won't ask you again. I'm doing you a favor, Whitley. Get caught with those scissors. 14 days in isolation. Neither of us want that, do we?
They over here in the book. I didn't know I got them scissors, though. You got a good inventory system? Yeah, take it. Psychos and killers. They do people like that, though.
There are. They get millions of fan mail in the mail.
Who's she gonna wanna have him killed?
I don't know.
Alright, man, that was episode 8 of Prodigal Son, and I love Alan Cummings coming through, being the Sherlock of the whole thing. Pretty much figuring out everything that had happened on there. But again, at last, none of it mattered at the end when he got his life saved by the prodigal son. And you know, I know he's still thinking in his head that the Whitleys got something to do with it, but this will suffice, right? He got his interview on TV. He became relevant again. He'll get to sell some more books. All the above. And then that story is done, right? It is a done deal. And then come to find out, Catherine Zeta-Jones was not hired for just to be on the show, right? She was hired to do something to Grandpappy Murderer. And so we'll find out what that is coming soon, right? She's just a cult person who likes serial killers,
right?
Or she got other motives to make sure she can manipulate him to take care of some things for her. But that shit ain't gonna last long. We'll see how it go though. But again, all right, now we're off to the races on there, and we'll see how it go. So stay tuned for another episode.
Shout out again to executive producer Lysith for sponsoring this reaction. I mean, I loved everything about the detective Alan coming through. I mean, I think it's more elevated though because we see him on Trader. We've been obsessed with that show, so like it feels like he's like literally walked off that show and walked onto this one, this one came before it. But I thought every scene that he's in was captivating. It's such a great detective to put in here, and I'm a little bit like, oh dang, you only introduced him. He's gonna be off now after this. I hope that's not the case because. I hope that's not the case. I hope he persists beyond this one. But Catherine Zeta-Jones and whatever is, developing there is very curious too. But I thought this was a solid episode. Again, I like the cat and mouse chase specifically with Alan's character. So I'm curious if they just got him off with just an interview, then where is it going in the rest of the season?
Yeah.
So great episode though. Looking forward to seeing where it goes from here.
Alright, well look, thank you guys again for watching another EP sponsor reaction for Prodigal Son Season 2, Episode 8. And until next time, peace.